It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Hold and fire complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Complete, left side, Coleman. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The offense changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
To throw, Manning. Here's the pressure. Got his man.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Throwing Manning. Caught. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to throw. It's Hammond. He's going to take a shot right away. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own, great field position.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Bama. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now... celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
and they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Moore from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for the
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Sends it back in motion. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. He's looking deep.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dante Moore under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Makes the grab. Makes the grab in their space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a 4th down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the 1st drive. Really nice job coming out.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll pull it on the read. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Davison. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Here's a little room there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go play action with Mack. That's reeled in. It's Hill. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Hill. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keelan Russell. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
There's a crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's Moore to throw. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Moore to the air. Rushes on him. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fourth down, Moore. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they swarm him under. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that getting after him.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Ducks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Motion from the back. More to throw for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. Powers through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I think we're getting an idea of how good he can be. Like, this tight end has 5 catches already. We're still in the first half, but finding a way to get open, different parts of the field, reading zone, beating man coverage. This guy's been...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Quarterback's got the first. Still running at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
One more snap coming before halftime. Russell. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my...
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
Dante Moore. Under fire. Trying to buy time. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the way they just came out in the second half. The passing game, It was a little touch and go in the first half, right? What did they do well? They ran the football. They come out in the second half, Palmer, more of the same. They didn't abandon it. They break the long run, and they cut into this lead.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? For them right now, the key is scoring points. You can't keep turning it over. They were turning it over, throwing the football, so let's run it. And after gashing him like that, if I was this offensive coordinator, I would just keep giving this guy the football, regardless of what the defense does, and see if he can break another long one.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Quarterback adapted. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got...
Finding some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the counter play. Picks up the first down. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Right back to the well. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. Snags it, and he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Here's Moore to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
Stepping to the right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Russell. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Now on the move. Got a little grass. He's at the 20. Touchdown time. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing more. Here comes the heat. He wants a big play here late. Brings it in down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. All down at the 31-yard. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Porter. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Wants to pass it. That's caught. It's Carr. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It smothers. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Coleman open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pulls it in, it's Coleman. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Carr. Here's the pressure. Trying to make something happen. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller. Oh.
Snags it, and there's running room. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Throwing, Carr. Punts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Carr on play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go in that QB sneak on 3rd down, guys. He was trying to push and trying to drive, but he was just running into a wall. Nice job by the defense.
Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. Defense looks like they're coming. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. We're going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Coleman. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A 1st down for the offense. They go play action with Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for...
He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
to the game.